Hey everyone, Les from Comfortable Shoes Studio here, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of these instant print thermal printing cameras. They don't take a thermal image, but they print with a thermal printer, the same thing that you find in the register at the grocery store or anywhere else you go shopping. So I've grouped these into sort of three categories. Um, those that are clearly modeled off an old school, it's got dog hair on it, as usual, everything in my house does. Um, modeled off an old school Polaroid camera. This one, very clearly evokes that feeling, as does this one. Excuse the blue tack on there, or it's green tack. I use that to hold toy lenses on there. Again, this one also vibing on the old school Polaroid look, um, as is this one. These come in generally either blue or pink colors. These are sold for toddlers and young children, so you get pastel colors, you get some lighter purple, um, and then a couple of brands do bright colors like that, but not many. This one is an outlier in that it's black and gray. Most of them are in, toddler type colors. So anyway, I've got the those that look like a Polaroid, and then there's a lot of them that look like this one, which is if you've ever seen an Instax, this is a direct riff off the Instax form factor, where the lenses, the flash, all that is right off an Instax. So you got that. And then there are what I like to call the character style. And these come in like a thing that looks like, in this case, a unicorn. In this case, it's sold as a dinosaur, but it could also be a crocodile or an alligator. Um, and then this sort that has a sleeve on it that has unicorns printed on it, and then unicorn ears and a horn. But it's also not shaped like a traditional old fashioned camera that is an instant print. This has a chunky bulbous, I'm going to take this off so you can see it. Chunky and a bulbous kind of form factor. Kind of looks like a pig. This one, or this style, is available in a bright red yellow. I don't have that one on hand because I gave it to my nephew. But again, these all look like that. This one does the same thing. The little sleeve slides right off. But unfortunately, the door that holds the uh, paper in there is a different color from the rest of it. So that's kind of disappointing. This one also has like a big shutter button. Most of them have a relatively small shutter button, um, and it's located, usually in the middle or the back. Um, they're not always designed super ergonomically, but they all work in kind of the same way. You've got a little flappy door that opens up, and you load your paper in there. I'll show you on this one because it's almost the same. It's just, of course, I'm having trouble. So this one is slippery. So yeah, so your paper goes in there, you hang a little bit out, and then you close it, and then you can take pictures. Really simple operation. This one slides and then hinges. It's the same idea. Put your paper in, close it, slide it shut. This is also a flap. Got a flap. There's a paper. Easy. And then let me show you the menu on one of these. So these all have pretty much the same thing going on. It takes a second to turn on. Has a little welcome screen. You've got photo, video. It can play MP3s, which would be probably the most annoying thing on the planet. There are none on there. There's a little back button. This is not touch screen. There's a playback. Um, so yeah, you got there are games and then the settings. You can select language. There's the version, default screen, the frequency. It can act as a dash cam, which is bizarre. Screensaver, I have it set to go on in 3 minutes. Um, Auto power off on this one is off. I find that most helpful when I'm walking around taking photos. You can format the SD card to clear everything off of it. Camera resolution. These all claim like extravagant amounts of res. I don't think they really have it. Although what I found is that shooting on these with a slightly lower megapixel helps. So this one claims it can do 12 megapixels. I do 8. The less information this has to process into black and white, the better. And then it also video resolution. You can take video on it. Volume. I keep mine down on a 1. Date and time. You can set print modes. So this has a dot print and a gray print. I prefer the dot print for its graininess. It looks like an old-fashioned newspaper print. And then you can also control the print density. Most of these, a 0 is going to give you a very pale print. 1's going to give you slightly more. 4 is the darkest this thing can print. And then you can choose the language that is on here. It's set to English. So yeah, let me show you. So you can swap back and forth between what you want to. All right, so here I took a photo of the gas station pumps. I'm going to hit the print button, and then the camera shutter button is what causes it to print, and you'll be able to see it. So that's in dot mode. I'm going to go back and switch it to print mode, gray print, and we'll go print the same photo. Let me get back to it. There we go. There's the same photo. I want to hit the print button, and then that, and you'll hear that there's a difference. This is a little smoother. It's not perfect, but you can see the difference between, there's the dot print, there's the gray print. There's clear differences. You can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But yeah, so that's the set. These all work almost identically. There are several different versions of the operating systems on these. And so this one automatically goes into shoot mode, which I actually like. But then when you click the settings button, it takes you to this, which to me looks a lot like a camera from 2000, 2002. So yeah, you can change the image quality. This one's set to 26. I haven't really used this one that much. I just switched it down to 18. Delay photo. It will delay the photo from printing. It can take 3 photos in a row. Turn that off. It'll record in a cycle for if you want to use it as a dash cam, I guess. You can zoom on this one. You can do a date tag. You can turn the noise on and off. This thing is ridiculously. You have big and small. To me, the beep noises on this one, or beps as they call it, are awful. You can turn the flash on and off here. Auto power off on this one is set to 3 minutes. Again, you can do all the same things that you can do with the other one. Not as many different things on here. There are filters. All of these have some sort of filter and like frames you can use. This one has pretty cute little frames. Some of the other frames um, out there are not as cute. Um, these are pretty good. Let's see if I can get back to the beginning. I think we're almost there. All right, so you can shoot in black and white, which is quite often what I do with my cameras. And then you get a whole bunch of different styles. This one has a really cool reverse. It reverses it. And then there's that, and then we're back to the beginning. So yeah, so you can scroll back and forth between those. You can switch between video and not video. If you want to print, you print there, and yeah, so they're all this pretty much the same. The other thing, you cannot turn the music off for the when you turn it on and turn it off. Some of them have a selfie cam on the back, which is pretty cool. But I've found that the cameras that have a selfie cam with them do not. Most of them, when they have the selfie cam, these two have this issue, and they both have a selfie cam. Turn that off. The selfie cam cameras, they do something that when it's processing and saving the image to the card, it distorts it. So these print in 4:3 format, so like an old TV screen. The rest of them all print in this format, which is 16:9, which is widescreen. When this takes it shoots the picture in 4:3 and then saves it in 16:9, which distorts the heck out of it. You'd have to load it into um, something where you can edit the images and then revert it to 16:9. So anyway, these little cameras are a whole lot of fun. I really like the fact that they produce these grainy, kind of grungy images. They're great for art journaling, and they are a lot of fun. I take them to work. I let the kids play with them. That's the other thing about these things. They are bomb proof. These cameras survive high school students. They survive middle schoolers. They survive me. I've dropped this one a couple of times, and I have had to do some repairs to it. These are not super sturdy. I've noticed that the sort that come like this, or have a silicone case associated with them, are a little more sturdy. And the silicone case does protect them a little bit, but yeah, that they survive so much, and they're a lot of fun. I've had so much fun with these. It's not even funny. And I think my next video will be some hints and tips about getting great images or better images out of these things. All right. So with that, hopefully all my audio recorded, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks and bye.